That's good.
Move time.
Moving with time. Time is our x variable.
Yeah, take that.
What kind of motion are we talking about? Rectilinear?
Rectilinear, no.
No. What kind?
Polar.
Not polar.
Parametric.
Not parametric.
Up
I mean,
and
yeah,
down
it is parametric. But remember in CalcBC how we could only talk about motion moving in a straight line? Up, down, or right, left? What's parametric do?
Up, down, and right.
Exactly.
Take that rectilinear.
So we can have a curved path. So we can have a curved path. So question, write x of t, write y of t. Think about what we did with polar. How can we find the derivative of parametric?
Y prime of t over x prime.
Exactly. Just like with polar, y prime of theta over x prime of theta. And I think we talked about this just a little bit when we were doing derivatives, right?
Yes.
Well,
Did we do homework in chapter 11 then, or just for polar?
we did polar homework, but we didn't get to polar derivatives and such.
So we did parametric derivatives, but not a parametric derivatives section. Is that right? Okay. Our book calls this, sorry, it took me that long to figure it out, parametric functions.
Yeah.
There we go. Got it. So,
That's not good.
I think randomly changes from time to time, and I'm not sure why.
Because he's trying to fight you. We don't like it. So we're going to fight.
What's the second derivative? Parametric.
dy dx, no dy dt, dy dt all over x probably. Or I guess you could say dt dx. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it has to be the first derivative, right? So the derivative of the first derivative.
dt dx.
How if you remember that only gives us d squared y. Dx squared doesn't work so well, so if we do dx dt,
Alfred?
Hey.
then we end up with our second derivative, right?
That was big.
It's going. See me moving?
That's it.
What? Go see me. What are you up to? The kid? That kid. You doing alright? Are you in spring break right now?
Me no. I'm about finished my second quarter.
Oh, okay. Oh, so your spring break's in between quarters,
Yeah.
So you get a nice break?
Yeah.
Look at this guy all grown up. What's going on? Go get an Endeavor card out of it. You guys said we didn't make an Endeavor card yet, did we? I feel
No,
like
we
did.
have. For parametric.
Sweet, then use it. Haha. Go. Wait, but then the same things you just wrote down, right?
Yeah.
They wrote it a little bit differently. They did the whole like ddx and y prime and then over x prime, but the same thing we did. You just have to be careful if dx dt is 0, but that's like always, that's going to be a vertical tangent line, yeah? That was baby BC class. You guys showed him up last year.
It's like not even half the size of the class. No one wants to be smart.
Man, that guy's old to be in this class.
You gonna go beat him up?
Also asking him no wrong with that. I'm not gonna be able to do a second either. I'm gonna put the aside in there.
You got it. You got it. Okay.
And CVS is like okay to take a picture.
Yeah, totally. George, can you text Rob and say, "Hey, we can't do the second today."
Can you do what?
Do the second.
Oh, I can't text Rob. Because you don't know.
I should have known that when he asked me. In my head, I was thinking text, but he knew that. Anyway, so you know, so probably when you see. What'd you guys do? Oh! What do you know?
I'm still writing down the instructions.
Don't worry, Amanda, we'll help you.
Okay. So what are we doing in our calculators? We have 10 minutes to figure this out.
Plug them in.
Exactly. In our mode. Amanda, go grab a calculator from my desk. I have an extra one.
Mode. You have an extra one?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I have 2.
Extra,
Make sure they both
extra,
turn
I know
on.
all about it.
Man, he's best quarterback.
Oh, you have 3 right now.
Yeah, one of them's dead and says Lily R on it. If anyone knows a Lily R.
Is it Lily Robles or Lily Ramsey?
Robles, I want to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Just because that's what
But this is hers and it's a nice one. And I don't know who her teacher is or what class she's in. I have no idea. It's Lily spelled with 2 L's. Does that make a difference? 2 L's and a Y? No one knows. E for effort.
Oh, if I see Lily today, I'll ask her if she makes me a
Perfect.
And if not, other one. Unless he's a third one. We do not know, bro.
Not that I know of. Okay, so par mode. Boop. Throw in our t squared minus 5. Oops, not a t there. T here. If I were you, I would do the little circle-y do with the little tail-y do because that makes everything a lot nicer, especially when they ask you what direction it's tracing. It's called the orientation, if you remember, from pre-cal. Boop.
I don't remember anything.
What? Party poopers.
I'm just
I have no idea what homework section we're on, so the homework is due on Tuesday, whatever number it is. Go team. So,
it's a little thingy. It's almost like a.
doesn't it say more info though? What else does it say?
Oh, they want us
How do
to
we
do
change
the
that?
window. So we go window.
Where we always change stuff like
Yeah,
that. T-min, T-max. That's new. So we have the X-min, X-max. Why do we have X's, Y's, and T's?
Because X's, Y's.
Because we have horizontal, we have vertical, and then T tells us how much to graph based on time, right? So we can plug in 0, we can plug in pi. Calculator's cool and knows what pi is. Pi Day on Tuesday, let's celebrate potluck, bring stuff for us.
Oh, what? I was not informed of this.
I told you. I told everybody else yesterday, you guys are taking a test.
That's what period 3 is for on your little podium thingy.
Like a half a heart.
It's a half a heart. Is it a limaçon?
How do we
No.
know how much
Wait.
of the
That's the ugly window though. Hey, they tell us what windows.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Amanda, what were you saying?
how do we know the T step?
Let's just say if you have a small interval of t's, make sure this is a small interval. For instance, 0.1 might be a little easier because that means that it graphs a point for every 0.1 increment in between. But if that was like 0 to 360, don't do 0.1.
Maybe my.
It'll be like,
Um,
kind of depends on what mode you are.
130.
Radio mode usually small scale.
this is all. I feel like I did mine wrong. I don't know why. I did.
That's funny. Oh, no,
Negative
someone-
7?
No, this is right, but I think your window's wrong.
7?
Your window should be -7 to 7 and negative.
For
4.
the X-min, X-max. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. Sad day.
Negative 7 to 7 where? On the Y or the X?
X-min, X-max. It's always
It goes
X
X
and
to
then
Y.
Y. There we go. And I'll go by ones. And then Y-min.
That's still all I got.
It should just be bigger.
Are you in radio mode?
Oh, yeah.
Should just be bigger.
Yeah, but-
Half a heart. Kind
Yep.
Like a
Sort of,
4.
kind of, maybe. Which direction was it traced?
Left to right, or left up, right, down.
Which is why we take them over here and why we say, hey, we
Draw the
have
arrows.
orientation.
So just draw it. Oh, it says hitch graph.
And if you're wondering what's going on, can't you even trace? But now this is actually a little time thingamabob. So the highest time was what? Pi? There it is. So pi is right there. So it's not a vertical, or it's not a horizontal axis, so at least it's not dead. Okay, now what does it say? Find the highest point on the curve. Do they mean?
Max? No.
There it is!
No.
I wish that's all I meant.
So, how do we actually find where it happens and how it happens and when it happens and
With Miss Tita, it's not you.
no
Well, I take the
These are
derivative.
calculus skills. Yeah, because a maximum is going to be when?
Positive to negative.
Question, are there any other horizontal tangent lines besides the one we see?
No.
So do we really need to do a sign chart? It doesn't say, It says justified. I guess we technically should be a little bit more savvy than that. Okay, fine. Still, how do we find dy dx?
Well,
y
C.
T over
Mhm.
X. X prime.
Y prime?
Steve, I just realized this is the only time it's okay to mess up doing cushion, quote unquote. Because you can just technically do it with loading downs.
We're not doing either one. Now what?
And then now we plug them in. We'll in kind of with the sign chart-ish thing.
Well, we need to know at what point is its highest point.
Right. So we need to find the critical numbers.
So what are the critical numbers in between 0 and pi? When does that derivative equal 0?
Cosine of
Pi over
pi
2.
Well, I'm making a point to say when the top is 0 but not the bottom.
Because that's undefined.
If the top is 0 and the bottom is 0, we're in trouble. It's a determinant, and then we're kind of like,
Pi over 2.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, t equals pi over 2 is good.
So then.
Now technically, that is the t. That's good and all. If we were able to use our graph from letter A, we could just say the maximum has a horizontal tangent line that's the only horizontal tangent line in that interval. If we were to totally justify, what could we do?
Sign chart.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Why are you guys doing the sign chart?
Well,
We can just say just because it's there.
let's say we could do the
Second derivative test, so we can find the second derivative, and the second derivative says, go again.
But wouldn't it be easier to do sign chart?
Well, what points are you going to plug in?
Just a little before and a little after.
The first derivative? I suppose you
Like pi over 4.
because that's our only critical number in between 0 and pi.
2 pi over.
However, you see in letter E, D, C,
Okay.
that one.
Times.
So we're just prepping.
Okay.
Okay. But yes, the sign chart would be okay. I forgot it was dependent on T and not X and Y. Sorry, those things. But knowing the AP, they always make you do the second derivative sign or second derivative test anyway.
Well, AP can stop being AP.
I wish I could.
Over X prime. So we still do over 2T, right? Otherwise we do a quotient rule on top, and that's not, we have to do quotient rule. No way around it. So bottom v top. It's going to be 2T times negative 2 sine t, so negative 4. So that's negative T sine T.
Oh, that feels so good.
Minus top v bottom, which is just going to be 4 cosine T.
You say
All over 4T squared. So all the 4's can reduce.
Over.
All over 2T.
So
Question.
First.
So then, what's the second derivative? At t equals pi over 2.
Not cool. Pi over 2 and pi, so then pi over
He
2
pops up, right? The 2, so we have pi.
Thank you.
And then we have pi over 2 times sine of pi over 2, which is going to be 1 minus cosine of pi over 2, which is just 0, all over t squared, which is pi squared over 4. Long story short, what sign does it have?
Positive.
So there, it's concave up, so it's a
Minimum.
So then we need a sign chart.
What?
No, wait.
What
we don't.
happened?
We need to plug in our endpoints. Right?
How can it be concave up? Don't you see concave down? I see concave down.
It's positive. How is it concave down?
Sorry. I see concave down.
Yeah. Oh, because.
2 cosine t.
So we're all ready to go for our points of inflection on the next step.
Oh,
But wait! We'll come back to this question on Monday, I know. Cliffhanger. It says find the highest point. Does T cut it?
Is he not?
No, T's a dime. What do I need?
X and Y.
So where am I going to be going?
Boo!
Plug it in, plug it in.
Boo!
I don't
Bye!
know. I don't know what that means.
Joyce will finish it. She'll explain it to us. Bye, guys.
Boo!
Everybody got a cup.